3, 2, 1. Alright, my dudes, welcome back to another episode of Don't Skip Legs. How's our day going? How's our week going? How's our month going? Now that we're kind of deep into September, how are we already at September 20th? It's kind of crazy because I feel like it just started and I feel like I have so much to do before the month ends and now I'm just realizing it. But how we doing? We doing good? Here's our little therapy right now. You tell me how you're feeling, I'll tell you how I'm feeling. I feel like we're on a good grind, Last week we did a good episode. Everyone really needed that one. I've got a lot of DMs for support and I'm supporting you guys. And I feel like we just needed that episode. And now we're gonna bring it back this week with some good fun energy and not crying and yes, just having fun. I do have my special guest here, and it's not an actual guest, it is my dog. Truffle is back with me. So if you hear Truffle, that is what he's just trying to talk to you guys. He just wants to say hello. But right now, we just went for a walk, so he's kind of sleeping on the ground with his toys all laid out on the ground, because what else? What else would a dog be doing? So yeah, we're gonna have a good fun time this episode and just vibe out. What else are we gonna do? So this episode's advice from your gym sister. We were gonna have it last week, but we postponed it. So we're doing it this week. And I got a lot of good questions from you guys, and I'm ready to answer them. I literally have it written out on my laptop, the question, and then paragraphs of answers, because guys, I got you. We gotta talk this out. We're just gonna get right into it, so this episode isn't 5 hours long because I have a lot of explaining to do, like always. So starting off with question number 1, what to do when the gym is too crowded? Bro, this is kind of a tough one because you literally never know what you're walking into. You could walk in at 9 a.m. and it be quiet one day, and then 9 a.m. the next day and it's a fucking zoo. You literally do not know. Yes, you could probably see the cars in the parking lot when you pull up, but also you don't know if your gym is in a strip, or it's not just I work out at the YMCA sometimes, and you don't know if people are at the pool or it's kids at daycare and all this stuff. So you don't know how many cars are actually using the gym. So you literally do not know what you're walking into until you walk into that building, into that gym section. So basically yesterday, this is kind of funny that I'm answering this right now, because yesterday I went at 6:30 p.m. and you're probably like, Allegra, why did you go to the gym at 6:30 p.m.? You know that's going to be crowded. But yes, I drove 6.5 hours yesterday, and I just wanted to go to the gym to go do some cardio to move my feet, considering it was pouring outside and just sitting in the car for that long. So I was like, okay, I'll go to the gym. I've gone at 6:30 before. It's not that bad. It's just chill vibes, even though you think that it'll be bad, it's not that bad. I walked in the gym, I saw a couple friends before I officially walked in. I went to this turf room, and they were I had 2 friends chilling there, so then I was talking to them, and then I was okay, I'm gonna go do my cardio now, and I walk into the section of the gym and I literally stopped in my tracks. There was a million 13-year-old boys out here hyping each other, benching plates, and literally go off, but I was scared. Go off, pop off, you guys are amazing. But I did not know I was walking into that. There was every single person was on cardio. It was a zoo in there. I couldn't even find anything that I wanted to do. At least there was one stair machine open. So I was all right, I guess my fate here today is stairs. Basically, long story short out of here, you literally do not know where you're walking into the gym, so you can't really prepare for it to either be super busy or super light. I say that you just go to the gym, you show up, you assess the vibes. Go on cardio to start off. If it's super crowded, go on cardio to start off. If there's a cardio machine open, just go over there and then start doing a little walk, a little warm up, and then also figuring out, okay, maybe I have to switch my lift up today, or maybe I have to switch up the orders of the machines in the lift. So kind of think about what workout you want to do, and if you think it's way too crowded, there's no bench for you, there's no squat rack, there's no this, there's no that what you're planning on doing, maybe try doing, instead of leg day today, do back day, and then you switch it over, because literally if 1 week you switch around the workouts, it's not going to matter, you're still getting the workout in. Or if it's literally too much for you and it's just way too crowded, maybe just do your cardio and then go grab a mat, go in a section and do a dumbbell workout in a section, just using dumbbells, or do body weights, or make it a cardio and abs day. just kind of switching around your workout if this is just a crowded one day, not a crowded another day. And then at least like if you're on a mat, you're in a section by yourself and you're doing your workout, or just switching up the machines in order if you need to. If like somebody's using the freaking lat pull downs and that's what you need at that point, go do your back rows and then come to lat pull downs. And also just remember that you're also a gym member there, and your workout is as much as important as these people's workout. So you're there for you, they're there for them, but you still need to get your workout in and they still need to get their workout in, but you are a priority in your life. So don't be afraid to like budge in there and be like, yo, when's this machine up? Like, can I have it? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be afraid, because this is also your workout. You pay for the same exact gym as they do. So use it. Don't just like ditch it. Don't just like leave because it's too crowded. Unless you're getting like too overstimulated and too anxious, then maybe gym is not the day and you go outside for a walk, you know. It doesn't really matter. But those are my advice if it's too crowded. It's kind of scary when it's crowded and these 13-year-olds are out here benching plates and you're like, I could do 10 pounds on each side, but you guys go off benching all these plates and hyping each other up and like taking Snapchats and you're being reals. But go off. How many times a week do I work my core? Okay, so technically I really only do one core set a week. It'd be like a 4-setter, so like one core day kind of thing. Be like 4 sets of like 3 to 4 exercises, and I do them in a row, just like after a workout, or I do it like a core and cardio day, where I either do cardio before I do an ab set or cardio after, or sometimes I'm just like hitting shoulders and then I'm like, you know what, after the shoulder workout, I'm down to do some core. But I only do it once a week, and honestly, it just depends on the day. It's not really set, and sometimes these core exercises I make up on the spot. I don't really have a set thing. I don't really do it like the same exercises every week. I just kind of switch it up because I don't want to be bored when I'm doing core work, because it is kind of boring. But also, when you are lifting, you are working and engaging your core. So I think about engaging my core during all my compound movements. So if I'm doing like landmine presses or deadlifts or something like that, I think about using my core and engaging it. So you are getting your core workout there without just sitting and doing ab sets. So just think about while you're doing your compound lifts and stuff like that, that you're using engaging your core, and that is working, you know. Sometimes you really need to like mind-body connection there. So think about engaging your core and you're using your core and you're working those muscles. Good. Swag. We love a good 2-in-1. Number 3, eating healthy food. I feel like eating healthy food is kind of easy once you like learn what you like and what you want to eat. Also, I don't put things in good or bad categories since everything is good in moderation, but like eating the healthier sides of food, quote unquote healthier sides, just like kind of search up some recipes that's like including a lot of good proteins, fruits, and veggies, and try like adding those into your meals, into your diets, and you'll kind of reap a lot of health benefits, obviously. Another good trick that I have is that when I start drinking, when I like realize that I'm really good with my water and I'm doing my gallon a day and I'm drinking that water, is that I'm craving less of those like quote unquote junky bad foods. Like, because if you are dehydrated and you let yourself like become dehydrated because you're not drinking your water for the day, you are going to get headaches, and then you're also going to crave a lot of sugary and salty food, and that's usually ending up leading to like eating those processed foods, because like I know if I don't drink my water, I'm like, oh my god, I really want some Sour Patch Kids like right now. Like I just want like something like super sugary. I need that, like Sour Patch Kids, I need those Skittles, I need something like that. And I'm just like, ooh, okay, calm down for 1 second. Like I probably just need water. Like I definitely need water. But I will still eat the Sour Patch Kids. But I definitely need water and not go into that little like sugary, salty binge right there, because we know we all have some struggles there. So eating those healthier foods is just adding those fruits and veggies into your meals, and literally just finding good recipes that you're like, wow, this is actually super like on the healthier side for me, and it's really freaking good. You'll find those good meals. Like I've been making these 2-ingredient dough, like little pizza things. So it's literally the Greek yogurt and self-rising flour, 2 ingredients, boom. And then the other day I put like chicken and broccoli and a little bit of cheese on it. I guess I made it into a calzone, so I like folded it over. It was like a pizza ball vibe, and then put it in the oven for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever. It cooked up. I split that thing in half. The cheese pull, the broccoli, and the chicken, it was so good. And I think that like my roommate and I were like, I just want to know like how many like calories this is. Not that we count calories, but just we wanted to know. And it was max, like it'd be around like, it was under 400 calories, and this thing was like the size of my head, and it was so fulfilling, and I had my veggies in there, I had my protein in there, and I had my carbs in there. Boom, good. So do like healthy kind of foods like that, and it's like stuff you're gonna become addicted to because you're like, this is actually so good. And also, oh my god, like my roommate made these like chia seed strawberry chocolate covered things, and like the, you know, the trend is like Snickers of like dates, peanut butter, chocolate chips. Like all of that is good food for you, and it's just like replacements. Well, I don't like, it's not, yeah, whatever. Replacements of like a Snickers bar and stuff like that, where you're still getting the same like satisfaction, but it's like the healthier side. You're reaping a lot of health benefits there. Not that I'm not gonna restrict myself from the Snickers bar, but honestly, she like gave that to me, and I was like, this is so freaking good. Like, who came up with this? Number 4, period week ruining your gym happiness. Girl, I feel you. Like, oh my goodness, like, tell me about this. Okay, so I am such an idiot, and I went back to Pennsylvania these past couple of days, and I literally forgot my birth control here. I forgot my birth control in my apartment in Rhode Island, and I'm in Pennsylvania. There's no way for me to get my birth control, and I just fricked myself over so badly. After 2 days of not taking it, I'm now having my period again, which I just ended it the week before, and now I'm having my period again. So 2 periods, 1 month, September, let's go off, you know, lucky month here, I guess, for me. And this is not even like, oh, I'm on my period, whatever. This is intense, like full blown, like the most, like, this is so TMI, like guys, but like we share everything together. But it's just a lot, and I'm hurting, and my body's hurting, and I'm like, do I even work out? Because I barely have the energy to work out, because like you're literally going through all, like, periods are so annoying. They're literally so annoying. Like, why am I a girl? Like, I don't want babies right now, so why are you making me go through this? But your levels of like happiness and your body hurting and shit like that during your period is so real, and then you just don't want to go to the gym because you just want to lay down because you're hurting so much and stuff like that. And basically it's your body also telling you to rest, so you don't know what to do, whatever. Periods suck. So during your period, if you actually like cycle your workouts, or like you work out per your cycle, I know that during your period week, you're supposed to be doing low intensity workouts. So like lighter lifting, yoga, and then like low intensity cardio, like on the tread or just walking around outside, not really like running or anything, or, you know, doing anything too extreme. Because your body does need that extra rest because it's going through a lot of things inside and stuff like that. And remember, if your like body is telling you that week that it just needs a little bit more rest, a little bit more rest days, then like that's okay, because nothing really is going to happen to you if you take those extra rest days like that week. It's just a little bit of more rest because your body is going through that shit, and your body's actually going to be happier that you are taking that rest and not putting it into overtime, because it'll actually hurt you and won't benefit you if you keep pushing your body. So honestly, if you think that you can go to the gym, just like show up to the gym during your period week, go there, and then like assess the vibes, you know. Again, maybe like I start on cardio and I'm like, oh, I'm not even gonna do this leg day workout. Like I'm gonna skip legs. I'm gonna skip legs today. I'm just gonna do my little tread walk. Maybe I'll do some core today, and then I'll be on the tread and I'm like, no, I actually like feel good. Like the cramps aren't cramping and my body's kind of feeling okay. Like how about I actually do some legs, and then I do some legs, and sometimes it's like literally the best workout, and I'm like, period two. But like this week on this like intensity random period from birth control, I have straight up only done like low intensity cardio the past 3 days because I'm hurting, but I still want to like do something to move my body. And I'm kind of fine with that. Like my body's feeling a little bit better. So maybe like today I'm going to go lift and see those vibes. And then maybe I just hop right back on cardio or leave the gym. I know that this is a random week, and like, it's just a week. It's just a week. If you need more rest, take the more rest. Your body's telling you that you need it. I said period a lot of times during that little rant. So boys, if you're listening to this, enjoy that. Number 5, boys also enjoy this. Actually, don't enjoy this. but this is for the girls. Number 5, how does one not get a camel toe in tight leggings? Dude, okay, I figured out the hack, and I didn't just figure out this hack by myself. Like, I'm definitely not the only one that does this, because I'm pretty sure I found this out from TikTok like a year and a half ago. But for a year and a half, dudes, I wear panty liners when I'm wearing leggings or my gym shorts. Whenever I'm at the gym, I'm wearing a panty liner because I am afraid of camel toe and I just don't want it going up. And then also, just if I'm taking videos or stuff like that, I don't need this camel toe and I don't need the comments about it. So panty liners are the hack. It's literally, it just looks smooth down there and it just looks, a little bit cuter and you're not worried about who's looking at your camel toe, so you just gotta put a little panty liner in there and you're all set. I know people have also used like those like bra pads or like the like swimsuit pads. I know people have also like put that down there, but then they just like reuse it and I guess you just keep washing it. I don't know, I'm a panty liner girl, that's what you should do. That's what I suggest. Number 6, how to balance running and lifting to get max results. Okay, so I kind of believe that you separate your runs and your lifts. So maybe like run in the morning and lift at night, or the opposite, lift in the morning, run at night. Doing this, you have them separated so you're getting max amount of rest time, so you can work your max during that run and during that workout, that lift. So you can perform and then feel good. If you don't have time to do both in the day, maybe run one day and then lift the other day, you like figure out the schedule, how it's gonna work for yourself. Again, it's all about resting your body, and I also just suggest days that maybe just be run and maybe just be lift, or opposite, morning lift, night run, or morning run and night lift, just getting that rest time in between each workouts, because again, it's doing doubles. And just like don't work your body into overtime, and at least if you're separating it, you're working on one and focusing on that one and performing how you need to perform, and then also performing in the gym differently. Where was I going with that one? I say just separate them, give your body the rest in between, and perform at your max for each. So, number 7, how do you keep your energy up when balancing school, work, and gym? All right, we love a good balance here. We love to figure it all out. But I know it's hard when you're grinding and you feel like you're spreading yourself too thin because your body feels overworked and you could feel like you're drowning and not getting everything done that you want to get done. So basically, we just need to sit down and schedule out everything, create this routine for you. You'll kind of just like feel like you're more in line if you're creating a routine and scheduling instead of like running from one thing to another and like feeling super scrambled. So definitely like sit down with a planner, schedule out, all right, this is when I have class. I have a break like 3 hours in between class. So maybe I go do a workout then and then go to class, and then I have work at night, so then you work at night. It's just like kind of like figuring out that routine for you. And then maybe on those busier days when you're like back to back to back to back and you don't have time for a workout, or you think that you need to like wake up at 5:30, 5 a.m. in the morning for a workout and then go back to back to back until 10 p.m., I would suggest maybe like taking rest days on those busier days. So putting those rest days into your routine on your busier days, because you're also already probably like getting your little workout, like running in from place to place. So in the mornings on like Fridays, I teach class and then I come home and I shower and I immediately go to my coffee shop job. And so then Fridays I will like basically do teaching, run here, go do work, and then probably not lift on Fridays, take those as my rest days. I usually take them as my rest days, but if there's days that I'm like, okay, maybe I can go to the gym and do a little something, but nothing extreme, because I literally just ran from place to place to place, and in between from here to my job, I'm walking a good 20 to 25 minutes. So again, I'm already getting my cardio in there. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm already walking from job to job. Like, I'm good, I'm busy today, and I'm working for all of these hours. My body doesn't really need to work more into overtime later and at the gym if I'm not feeling it. If it needs the rest that it needs, it needs the rest that it needs. Also during this, make sure you're fueling your body properly and don't neglect that. So make sure you're getting in your meals in between each, like running around from school, work, and gym, just because that'll keep your energy up. And also caffeine, we love a good caffeine. So drink some coffee, take some pre-workout, and let's keep getting hyped. Number 8, lifting while in season for college sports. So I was, a swimmer in college, and we had set days that we would lift and swim. So it'd be like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday mornings we'd lift, and then immediately after we'd swim, and then we'd go back for a swim practice in the afternoon too. So it'd be like lifting for 30 minutes, swimming for 30 minutes, or like an hour. Maybe it was an hour. Maybe 45 lift and like an hour swim, something like that, in the mornings. So it'd be 2-hour block of workout in the morning, and then like 2 hours of swim practice later. So we would have those like set lifts in there. So I don't know like what your team does. I think that like when I went to college, like every team did do like lifted too as a team. So if you're thinking about like lifting outside of the team, I think that you should probably like assess with your coach and just be like, you should have like a conversation, and just because you guys know what your workout like plan is best. I did on days that I didn't do like lift, swim, and swim. So it would just be then practices in the afternoon of swim, in the morning, or late at night, like after swimming. Our swim practices were at like 2 p.m. So it would be kind of awkward. We'd like swim at 2 and we'd kind of be done around like 4:30. So either like later at night at like 7 or something like that, or like in the morning I would go to a workout class, or I would go lift on my own in the gym, but it would be nothing like too intense, because I know I had to keep my body again rested for swim practice because I needed to do good at swimming. So I did have to think about like how I was going to perform swim wise, and just not put too much pressure on myself to go to the gym if I like wasn't feeling it. But if I wanted to, I did. For me, like for swimming, I was always better when I did more work. So like my coach would literally have me stay after practice and do like timed 100s and stuff like that, because he knew that if the more work that I put in, the more that I would like perform well. Even like before swim meets, he made me like warm up like over 3,000 yards for my swim. I'm distant, so I did need that more warm up to get to that, but I was always somebody that was put into more things. So like him and I talked about it, and he was like, yeah, it's good if you do like a lift on days that we don't lift and stuff like that. So I think just sit down and have a conversation and stuff like that with your coach and see what the best vibes are, because you know what the training plan is. Number 9, how do I get over the fear of using machines and doing RDLs? All right, so let's start off with the machines. I started by going on machines with the pictures, with the little pictures and the instructions, so I can look at what I'm doing. And honestly, if I'm trying to set up the machine and I don't know how and it's not working for me, I kind of just laugh at it and walk off. Or like I'll try it again another day after I've like watched a TikTok video or like Google searched like how to work this machine. And then I'll go back another day when like nobody's around, and I'll try to use it again, and then it's successful, and then you just keep using it, and then you're like, damn, I know how to use it. Or you just like stalk out other people and you are like, oh, like I want to use that machine, like how are they setting it up? And then watch them set it up, and then you go over right after and set it up, and then you're like, oh, that was so easy, I was scared for nothing. But like it is kind of a scary thing, because you're like, I'm just gonna embarrass myself out here, look stupid. But like honestly, you're in your own world, everyone else is in their own world. If you just like mess up like doing the machine, I think just like walk it off and laugh and just be like, oh, actually I didn't want to do this. Actually, frick this machine. It's not working in my workout plan. It's the machine's fault, it's not mine. And then as for RDLs, I feel like my RDL like form and stuff like that has improved so much by using like the Smith machine, because it makes sure I keep the flat back and it helps support me. So I would say try out the Smith machine, and this is what I say in my class all the time. So I'm like, think about keeping your back flat with a slight bend in your knees, hinging at your hips, pressing your booty back to the back of the room like you're closing the door behind you. Keep your head, neck, and shoulders in a line, aka literally do not pick your head up. Make sure your head, neck, and shoulders in a line, your eyes are looking down on the ground, and then lower the weight right below your bent knees, so just that little bend in the knees. Lower the weight right below your knees, and then come back up, squeezing and engaging your glutes. Boom. I know that was probably a lot of ramble just going on, but again, just like think about hinging at your hips, flat back, eyes down, but keeping head, neck, and shoulders in a line. And honestly, I say Smith machine. I think it'll help with form. It helped improve my form, because you kind of can't really mess up on the hinge or on the Smith machine. because it's kind of making your back flat in general, or just like try dumbbells in the corner, just like figure out a little form and then go hit the Smith machine. So if again you're like, how do I use the Smith machine? I'm like a little scared to go over to one. Maybe try it out with little dumbbells in the corner and then go over to the Smith machine. Look at those little pictures on there because there's pictures on the Smith machine, and then go off and use it on those RDLs. All right. Oh my god, like I keep getting super dry mouth. I'm sorry if you hear me like literally swallow. Like that's so gross of me. So how to bulk without gaining excess fat. I've never done like a real bulk. Like yes, I've accidentally bulked up, but I've never done a real set bulk. But I've seen a lot. I've like done a lot of research on cutting and bulking because it is very interesting to me. But I would say keep it a clean bulk with eating in a calorie surplus by like eating extra proteins and stuff like that and whole grains, but you're gonna be eating like those good proteins for you. And a good way to like put in some like protein and like extra calories and stuff like that, peanut butter, nuts, just eating like 2 bowls of your chicken and rice and stuff like this, just like putting a lot more into there, not really bulking off of the processed foods, so not going for all that sugary stuff, not going for like the 2 pints of Ben and Jerry's and stuff like that. We'll do the calorie surplus in like a big smoothie and using a lot of peanut butter and getting those like good foods in there for you. Do lighter cardio, not heavier cardio, and then lift heavier weights by doing, heavier weights, lower sets and reps. Number 11, this is actually our last one. This actually went by a lot faster than I was thinking. I thought I was gonna ramble a lot more, and technically we're only at 26 minutes. Okay, so number 11, comparison. I felt like this was a good one to kind of leave off of because dudes, if we are in the gym, we are messing with our minds mentally. Being a gym girly or a gym guy, it's a whole lot of comparison going on, a whole lot of body dysmorphia. Like literally F that, because why? We're just in the gym trying to work out, look good and stuff like that, and we have to develop all these issues while we're trying to like get away from the issues. We're also developing the issues. So we're trying to look our best, and we probably are looking our best, like you're looking good for you, but you're looking at that person next to you or those people on social media and you're like, fuck, like they look better than me. Why do they look better than me? Like, why can't I be this? Why can't I be that? Fuck it. We're gonna get into the mindset of we're working for us. So you're working for you and you'll have your goals and you will accomplish them. And everybody's body is different and everybody's journey is different. So the girl next to you that's like lifting so much more and she's so lean and you see all of her muscles and her booty's fat and stuff like that, and you're like, why don't I look like that? Like her core snatch, booty fat, all this stuff. You do not know what her diet consists of and also how many years she's been training. And you could just be starting off and you're just getting your diet right and you're just getting that form right and you're just starting this lifting journey and stuff like that. So like maybe she's been lifting for 5 years and been doing this consistently for 5 years. Dude, by the time you hit that 5 years, somebody else will be looking at you and being like, how do I do that? Like I'm at this, whatever. Everybody's looking at everybody because that's just how it is. We're all comparing each other to everybody in life, just so you know, like, oh, they're more successful than me. Why can't I be that? We are going to get back into our own mindset because of the positive mindsets, because you are you and you're only one you, and you're going to figure out those goals for yourself and you are going to accomplish those goals for yourself. So you're going to kind of keep your head down and you're going to be like, okay, I look fucking fantastic. I've been on this journey for 2 months and I'm already seeing improvement. Holy shit, what am I gonna see in 6 months, in 1 year, and stuff like that. You're just gonna keep grinding on you, and you're gonna be, and like literally the person next to you is probably looking at you being like, oh my god, they look so good, like how do I look like that? And you're doing your grind, they're doing their grind, everybody's on their own grind. And like, I feel like you just have to figure out that path for you, whatever works for you. We go on that path, then we take that next path at the end of that path. Just all the analogies here, right? Is that the word? That's what I wrote in here. I was like, path, journey, all of that good stuff in my notes. But just don't start like overworking your brain and overworking your body because you want to get to that person's level. Do what's best for you. There's only one you, so be you. You're going to create that best version of yourself. That body is gonna be snatching. It probably already is. That booty's fat, that core is looking good. And yeah, you're doing great. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. It's so hard because we obviously are, like, it's always been a thing in life is comparing yourself to others. But we just have to get back into like, ooh, okay, Allegra's Allegra. Allegra has a different body than that person. Okay, we're gonna work to be Allegra the best version. And that person's gonna be their best version. And just, they're gonna do their journey, I'm gonna do my journey. And we're gonna reel it back in and be positive and not negative. And we're gonna hype them up and they're gonna hype us up in our journey. So, yes. And for body dysmorphia, like what are we doing there? Like why does it have to be a thing? Like I'm just trying to go to the gym to be like so cute. And now I think that I'm ugly, you know? We just gotta hype ourselves up. We gotta not think negatively. We're positive. We just gotta hype ourselves up. But anyway, let's take a breather here. I feel like I've done my questions. I don't think I missed any. I went through my phone and everything. But yeah, I had a couple funny ones from like my friends. They're like, "Are you single? You look so hot." Yes, I am single and I know I'm hot. But I had a couple funny ones on there. But anyway, I'm not gonna say them. You guys, love you guys. You're funny, and I think I have a guest on next week, and that'll be a special one, special little guest. I think I do, unless they cancel on me, and then they'll come on a later date. Or we're just trying to align our schedules, but possibly a guest next week. And then, yeah, so some more fun things are coming. And if this guest does come, it's our first guy guest. I know that I have my coach on who is a guy, but this is our first like real guy guest is coming on the pod. So I really hope this pulls through next week. If it doesn't, it's coming another week, but we're gonna have fun with it. And yes, guys. Okay, so anyway, 30 minutes of rambling. I hope you have a good day, a good week. I hope you vibe out, and we're just gonna kill it in the gym, kill it in life, and just have some fun, okay? Take a breather here, live life, love you all, peace out. I'll see you next week. Bye.